So the square of happiness. I mean, that actually leads me to a pretty important point, which is that this has to be fun, and it has to be fun in all areas of what you're doing. If meeting women, if you're not having fun when you're going out and meeting women, it's not going to go anywhere, because emotions are contagious. And if you're not having fun, you're not going to be fun. And if you're not fun, she's not going to have any fun, and she's not going to want to spend more time with you because you're not creating the right emotions in her. So there's a lot of things that come out of that. I mean, number one, try to go out with people that you have fun with. I mean, it's better to go out with a wingman that you really get along awesomely with than with a guy who might be very technically proficient, but you don't enjoy being around him, because that he'll bring your mood down and you just won't be as successful. So it has to be fun. Go to venues that are fun. I mean, I remember at a boot camp that we were teaching, and we were in, it was one of those bars with a whole bunch of different rooms in it. And we were in this one room where, this guy was just not doing all that well, even though he sort of gotten the technical stuff down, but he was just flat and not having a good time and didn't seem to be enjoying the process. And we just took him into a different room, which is playing more higher energy music that he really liked. And you could just see like all these subtle things changed automatically just because he was enjoying himself more. So go to places where you like what's going on, where you like the type of women that you're meeting, where you're going out with people that are fun. You've got to find a way to make this fun. I mean, yeah, it could be hard, and yeah, there's going to be failures that don't make you feel great, and there's going to be bumps in the road, and there's work to it too. I mean, you got to to learn this stuff. But if you start treating it like a job or school, it's not going to go the way you want. In the end, any given interaction doesn't matter that much. So if you find that you're not having that much fun, do something to blow things up, change stuff around. I remember one night I was just, I was kind of having a blah night out with a friend of mine. And so we just invented a contest of like, who could deliver the most obnoxious opener that would get themselves blown out the quickest. Now, the interesting thing about it was, even though what I started saying was thoroughly offensive. I mean, look up the secretary opener on my blog if you're curious. But even though it was thoroughly offensive, the woman I was talking to was actually really into me, and she didn't blow me out, even though when I kept saying, like, do I have to go? Do I have to go? Do I have to go? And she's like, no, this is fun, because I was obviously having a good time, and that conveyed over to her as well. And so that's a really important lesson. Make it fun. Be happy with what you're doing. If there's things that are going on in your life outside of dating that are bringing you down or detracting from your happiness, guess what? They're probably also not helping you a lot in your relationships with women. So you can take kind of a holistic approach. And I know happiness is a very sort of touchy-feely, vague concept, but find specific things that you can do to make yourself happier, both in general and when you're meeting women. And your game will improve. Your success with women will improve, and it becomes a virtuous circle. Because the more beautiful women you have success with in your life and the more skills you develop, the happier you're going to be naturally. A guy that's a love systems instructor, or a guy that's graduated from a boot camp, or, a guy that's on the lounge, most of us love going out and meeting women. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of nervousness, once in a while, but we love it because we're good at it. And then we're good at it because we love it, and it sort of reinforces itself. So don't underestimate happiness.